So the holiday crate, it's a consumable crate that has these items. One of them being a item that you can get regularly in the game, so it doesn't count. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exclusive items. Christmas tree, which is the festive tree, which is rare. The Santa's airstrike, which is rare. The present cluster bombs, which are uncommon, and you also get that at the end of Outpost 32, I think, just one of them. You get the fruitcake, which is common, and then you get the molten monster, which is legendary. So this is the second legendary rarity other than the, what was it? The nuke here. Now, these are going to be event consumables, so this is going to be in the game for a limited time for 32 Robux. I assume it should be 50, but it's discounted to 32, I think. It might be a purposeful discount. No, actually, it's just on sale for 32 Robux. Generous. But yeah, really odd that the Blizzard Bombs here. So if you get just all Blizzard Bombs, that's going to be very annoying. Now, I have VIP Plus, so these rarities are different to what normal people see. See that these are the actual other rarities. It depends on the amount of items in it. So like here, it's legendary for 0.83. It'll be the nuke is higher in the regular crate, the high grade crate, my bad. Now, you can only buy these for 32 Robux. There's no way of buying it for, say, gems or coins. I mean, just the way that they actually make it cost gems, because then some of us could actually use our gems, you know? However, there are 3 methods to do this. So in Outpost 32 on hard mode, you get 1 at the end if you triumph, and at levels 2, 4, 13, 23 and 28 of the Operation Ice Battle Pass, you get some holiday crates as well. Now, if you're in the United Kingdom under the age of 18, or at all in the Netherlands, Australia or Belgium, you cannot buy this. That is going to be very important, the 3 methods at least, because obviously you can't get the items otherwise. All of these items are exclusive to here, and after this event, you can't get them anymore. As you can see, the other Halloween event items, they're not here anymore. So these will eventually be removed. You can see the design of the holiday crates. It's got the Paradoxum Games logo with candy cane, ivy, and peppermint. That's quite cool. Each crate, you get 5 items. It's all random, as I'm sure you know. Still not got a nuclear monster yet. Oh, sorry, is it nuclear monster? No, it's just the normal monster, right? Molten monster, my bad. Oh, yes, the first molten monster. I think I already have a couple anyway. Wow, okay, I only got 1 molten monster out of all of those. So, out of all the consumables, I got 22 fruitcakes, 30 cluster bombs, although that can be stacked with that can be combined with the cluster bombs that I got in easy mode Outpost 32, so I don't know how much I actually got. 29 airstrikes, 28 festive trees, and 10 mutant monsters. I assume 9 of those are from Battle Pass, because you can actually get some of these in the Battle Pass. I think it's only the molten monster you can actually get in the Battle Pass. Yeah, so the molten monster in the Battle Pass, you can get it at levels 8, 18, 23, and 20 and 36 for the premium track only. You can't get it in the normal track. For the airstrike, you can only get it in that crate, as for the others, I assume. Right. So firstly, we have the fruitcake. The sandbox is currently glitched. So if you eat it, a hearty fruitcake that restores a total of 50 HP over 10 seconds. You eat it, and over 10 seconds, it restores 50 HP. I don't know what you expect. I guess it's useful. What's the other one? I think the other one is an event thing. Yeah, so the turkey leg heals 15 per use, while the fruitcake does 50 in total. So yeah, I guess the turkey leg's more reliable because you instantly get it compared to the fruitcake, which you have to wait over 10 seconds. So that's 5 every second. I mean, to be fair, after 3 seconds, you're not going to immediately die. In fact, I don't like base health consumables, but yeah, fine. I guess if you're that type of person. Although that being said, just to note, for the fruitcake, it has an initial cooldown of 20 seconds, so you can't use it 20 seconds after the game starts. Although if you need to use it after 20 games after the second game starts, something's wrong. Its cooldown is 10 seconds between uses, but you only can use it 2 per game, so that's 100. So you can't just rely on this consumable to heal back all your health in fallen mode if you all of a sudden require all your health to be gained back. It's not going to help with that. Sorry. Next, we have the present cluster bomb. It's a cluster bomb. It's a cluster bomb, alright? In fact, you get a sleigh, you know? A sleigh. So it's like an airstrike or napalm strike. So this is a true America right here. Just using air sleighs and cluster bombing enemies. The cluster bombs, they'll deal 30 damage towards enemies. And I think the smaller things do, I don't know how much they do, the smaller bombs. I think that it's 30 as well. I think it's 30. So both of them deal 30 damage. Additionally, the cluster bombs actually stun towers. So this is the first case of actual friendly fire. Yeah, so you can see here, using the present cluster, well, it did stun it. Yeah, so it stuns enemies. Not for a long while, for 3 seconds apparently. But yeah, don't use it near tower. I guess, well, how do you use it not near towers? Yeah, it's just pot luck if you get your tower stunned. So if you have like a front bit, yeah, go ahead and use it. If not, just be prepared for your towers to be stunned by about 3 seconds. So just weigh those options up. At the very start of the game, you can immediately use the cluster bombs. Although between each cluster bomb use, you have a cooldown of 60 seconds. But you can only use 4 per game. Now, next is the Festive Tree. What this does is it actually lowers the stun duration of any enemies by 30%. So I'd assume here it quickly... not just enemies. I guess, sorry, you only friendly fire consumables if you accidentally stun it. But yeah, reduces the stun duration by 30%. So if it was 10 seconds, it'll decrease to 7 seconds. However, this doesn't actually stack with other Festive Trees, so you can't do this and all of a sudden, oh look, all the enemies can be unstunned. No, that's not how it works. I guess this is useful against enemies that have a long stun duration, so in my mind that would be like the Void Reaver, but surely in most cases people would bring, say, the Medic or something to instantly unstun them instead of using a Festive Tree. That being said, I can kind of see it being useful in polluted wastelands when it's all just chaotic and you might not have space for the Medic. So with this, you can only... its cooldown is 60 seconds, its initial cooldown is 0 seconds, so you can immediately use it from the start, even though I'm pretty sure there are no enemies that stun right from the very start of the game, so that's going to be useless. And you only use it 3 times. I don't think, out of all the flags and trees, I guess now, this is going to be the most useless, because I can't lie, I don't see people being able to use this for quite a period of time. I mean, I guess if there are like 2 people and one person has the range flag, one person has the damage flag, one person already has the fire rate flag, this can just be brought along just for the means if no one has the medic. I don't know. Will people use this? Probably not. I can't lie. Then we have the Santa Airstrike. No, it can't freeze enemies. It's just an effect. It looks like a cool glowing effect though, must say. Now, the sound effects are similar to the napalm / airstrikes. But here, it just freezes, it just slows down the enemies. It chills any enemies that walks into the ice for 15 seconds and lowering their defense by 10%. So it's like a mini version of the Blizzard Bomb, except it goes straight in a path, and I don't think you can control the direction of the path. And the freezing effect can be stacked with other freezing towers, such as the Freezing Chiromancer. Its initial cooldown is 45 seconds from the start, and its cooldown is 30 seconds. You can use it 3 times per game. Now again, I don't want to use this stereotype for all event consumables compared to the regular consumables, but it seems like event consumables are going to go down the same route as event towers. They're not going to be that useful outside of niche products. Is the sleigh the same as the... It looks like the same. What in the... Oh no, this has got an elf of some kind. But what in the pot is going on? Finally, we have the Molten Monster. Now, normally you can only use one of these, so it doesn't really matter about cooldowns and everything. But yes, this is the Molten Monster that appears in Outpost 32. And it has exactly the same stats, I think. This is basically a helpful unit that you can spawn in. So it has 10,000 health, 25% defense. Its damage is 2,500 for the explosion and 1,000 damage for the normal. It has a ranged attack, which I think is tiny. It's about 10-ish, I think. No, not even that, 5. As you can see, it can shoot out fireballs every about 10 seconds or so. Yeah, and then it hits range attacks like that. You can only use 1 per game, so probably best use it on a boss. It can detect lead. Sorry, it can penetrate lead, it can detect flyings, and it can't be frozen, which is okay. I mean, I guess the Frost Spirit can freeze enemies, but okay. This is obviously the best unit in the game that you can publicly spawn in. It's like a reference to that monster back in Outpost 32, and it's very cool, I guess. I think you can also heal it with the Field Medic, which is kind of cool, but once it collides with enemies, you're probably going to lose that health forever, given that it has 100,000 health. It stops to attack enemies as well. It's ranged when they get too close. But yeah, might as well sacrifice it towards a boss for the 10,000 health that it has. Now, obviously, this is the coolest consumable. And in fact, I think this is better than the nuke. I think the nuke does what? 50,000 damage? Yeah, no, this is much better than the nuke. Because, like, I guess, yeah, the nuke has fallout damage, which damages enemies 5% of their health every 0.5 seconds for 10 seconds. The Molten Monster affects bosses, while the nuclear fallout damage does not affect bosses. This is kind of cool, and also collides with enemies. Does double the damage of a nuke, which may not even reach 50,000 damage because of how its explosion works. So yeah, I think this is pretty cool. Now, obviously, you can spawn it with commands, but you can, if you just press 4, you automatically spawn it. So make sure you don't waste it. It's not like the nuke where you may accidentally press it, but then you can cancel it. No, with the nuclear monster, multi-monster, you press 4, you instantly spawn it. So be very careful with that trigger.